Hello children, today we will see about class 9 geography chapter 3 drainage. First we will see what are the different important terms in this lesson. Drainage. Drainage means the river system of any area is called as a drainage. River system of any area is called as a drainage. Then what is drainage basin? Drainage basin. See here, the area which is drained by a single river system is called as drainage basin. In this picture you can observe, you can see the two colored areas, which is one is blue and another one is orange. So these two areas are drained by some rivers. So these two, stream A and stream B, these areas are called as river basin or drainage basin. You see water divide in the middle of both of these drainage area. Water divide is actually an upland or mountain from which these rivers are emerging or originating. Right? You can see the water divide in the middle of or in between the what is that river basin. So these three terms are important in this first passage. Right? And refer this picture for your better understanding. So which is the largest drainage basin? That is Amazon River. So the area covered by Amazon is the largest of the world. So we call largest drainage basin as Amazon River. And which river has the largest basin in India? You think? Yes, you're correct. It is Ganga River. Ganga River basin is the largest river basin in India. Next we will see about drainage systems in India. So in India there are two major groups of drainage system. One is Himalayan river system and the second one is peninsular rivers. So you know the India can be divided, the northern portion of India as Himalayan river, Himalayan drainage basin, and the southern part from the middle to the southward it is called as peninsular India, and the rivers flowing in peninsular region makes the peninsular drainage basin, right? So we have two major groups of Indian rivers. They are Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. In this passage, we will study the difference between the Himalayan and peninsular rivers, right? So first of all, Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. What do you mean by perennial? Perennial means they'll have water throughout the year. This means the river will be having water throughout the year. As these rivers are originated from the melted snow from the lofty mountains, it doesn't depends on the rain alone. So these rivers are perennial. That means throughout the year water will be there. And these are large coarse rivers. That means the path, the way, the area it covers will be larger compared to peninsular rivers, right? So Himalayan rivers will have a larger course. And there are two major Himalayan rivers called Indus and Brahmaputra, and one more is Ganga. So we have in India three major Himalayan rivers. They are Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Mean that Indus and Brahmaputra originates in the northern mountain ranges. Indus and Brahmaputra originates from the mountain ranges, northernmost mountain ranges. Then they cut through the mountains making gorges. You know gorges, the U-shaped paths which is made by the river streams are called as gorges. And Himalayan rivers have longer courses compared to its counterpart peninsular rivers, right? So these are the main differences. Still some more difference you will have in the next pages. See here. Himalayan rivers perform intensive erosional activity, right? Intensive erosional activity. You see the flow of river can be categorized as upper course, middle course and lower course. So in the upper course, in the area it is near to the area it is originates. So that is called as upper course. There the amount of water it carries will be less and the silt it carries will be more, and it will be very active it will be like a small child. In the middle course you can see it will become wider by joining with its tributaries, and also it will be slower down. In the lower course you see In the lower course, you see the river is ending with the oceans. Understand? So there it may make deltas where it ends in ocean. The river makes deltas in its lower course. So we have upper, middle, and lower course, right? So here you can see Himalayan rivers carries an intensive erosional activity and it carries lots of silt and sand. In the middle and lower courses, this rivers makes meanders and oxbow lakes. See here, what are meanders? You see the curvy flow of the river is called as meander. See here, the S-shaped flow of the stream is called as meander. And when the meander flows faster, it cuts down and sometimes it may be forming the oxbow lake. You can see the shape of that. The stream, when it changes its direction and it flows on its course, it cuts down from its meander and makes another path so that it leaves the oxbow lake. So that oxbow shaped lake will be left. So that happens in its lower course, and in the middle course it makes meanders. And it also makes the floodplains and deltas. Next we have peninsular rivers. Peninsular rivers are seasonal, whereas Himalayan rivers are perennial. Peninsular rivers are seasonal. They depends on the rainfall, right? Peninsular rivers are dependent on rainfall. So during the dry season, they will be dried up. So there will be no water. And they have shorter and shallower courses as compared to Himalayan counterparts. We saw Himalayan rivers will be having longer courses, and here peninsular rivers will be having shorter and shallower courses. Some of them originates in the central highlands and flow towards the west. In peninsular rivers, we have two types of rivers, which is one is west flowing and the others are east flowing. In west flowing rivers, they originate from the central highlands. Okay, in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, it originates from the central highlands and it flows towards the west. Particularly, Narmada and Dapti are the two main west flowing rivers. The remaining rivers like Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, all are flowing eastward. They originate in the Western Ghats and they end in Bay of Bengal, whereas west flowing rivers end in Arabian Sea.